Emily Ferlazzo of New Hampshire was reported missing by her family on Monday, October 18, 2021 at 7:15 p.m. She was last seen on Saturday, October 16th in the Bolton area of Vermont. Ferlazzo's husband, Joseph, then drove home without his wife and told her family that the couple argued while traveling in their camper van on the Bolton Valley Access Road, Saturday at about 1 p.m. The couple had been staying at a vacation rental in Bolton. Joseph Ferlazzo said Emily left the vehicle and started walking along Route 2, at which point he went to a convenience store in Bolton, according to police. When he returned to where he had last seen Emily, she was gone, he told her family. Joseph reportedly waited 2.5 days to even tell anybody she was missing. Her parents then called the police to report Emily missing. He told her parents they'd gotten into an argument. He said he restrained her when she tried to leave and she kicked him in the groin. He said Emily told him she was going to get an Uber back to New Hampshire. That was the last he'd heard from her. Joseph and Emily were married during the pandemic. They were supposed to be celebrating their first wedding anniversary with a scenic Vermont camping trip. On Friday, October 15th, the couple left Northfield, New Hampshire, driving their converted bus that was also their home, which they lived in on Emily's parents' property. They traveled a little over 2 hours to Bolton, Vermont, a rural town in the western foothills of the Green Mountains, 30 miles east of Burlington and the shores of Lake Champlain. Joseph's sister and her boyfriend had rented an Airbnb nearby. Emily's mother and stepfather told the police they knew of 3 or 4 incidents of domestic violence in the couple's relationship, that they'd seen Emily with scratches and bruises, and Emily had told her mom they came from a physical altercation with Joseph. Just past midnight on October 19th, Joseph drove his red Jeep Wrangler back to Vermont. Someone named Spencer Lemons called 911 saying Joseph had just confessed to killing his wife. Lemons had been giving Joseph a ride to his camper, which was parked at a residence in St. Albans, Vermont, where Emily and Joseph had been staying. As they approached the bus, Lemons had asked Joseph why there were state troopers surrounding it. Joseph told him because Emily was inside and she wasn't alive. Lemons asked Joseph if he killed her, and he replied yes. At that point, Lemons kicked him out of his car and called the cops. Both men left the area, and officers found Joseph later at a nearby gas station. Police questioned Joseph on October 19th, where he revealed their trip hadn't been the peaceful getaway it appeared to be. He said he and Emily had begun to argue right after they arrived in Bolton. They spent some time with his sister and her boyfriend before returning to their camper that night, and continued to fight. Joseph claimed that Emily had punched and kicked him in the arm and groin. After things calmed down, Emily lay down on the bed in the camper. Joseph told cops she laid there 5 to 10 minutes. He then grabbed a Glock handgun from the cabinet, jumped on top of her, and fired 2 shots into her head. According to his statement, after he shot her, he panicked. He put a garbage bag over her head to collect the blood, and then moved her into the camper's bathroom. He then left her there while he went to breakfast with his sister and her boyfriend in Waterbury, where tourists can visit the original Ben & Jerry's ice cream factory. After breakfast, he then moved the camper to a friend's house in St. Albans and dismembered her body. He told the police he cut off her hands, feet, legs, and head using a saw. Once he finished, he put the body parts in garbage bags and left them in the camper. Police found 8 bags in the camper, one of which contained what appeared to be a severed human leg, missing foot, and the rest of what appeared to be human remains. On Wednesday, October 20th, Joseph Ferlazzo pled not guilty to a charge of first-degree murder in the shooting death of his wife. He appeared in court by a video conference from the state prison in St. Albans. He was ordered held without bail pending a hearing. The not guilty plea was entered on Ferlazzo's behalf by his defense attorney, William Kidney. Emily Ferlazzo is described as someone who grew up playing sports and had a love for music, always singing country songs. She was a fun and caring person. She was full of life. She will be missed. Everyone here at True Crime with Thelma and Louise want to offer our condolences, thoughts, and prayers to all who loved and knew Emily. May she rest in peace and justice be served.